Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to the challenge run. So, we've got some people in fatigue, we've got some mechs being worked on, and by some I mean pretty much all of them. But I was looking through the command center to see what I felt like playing today, and I noticed we have a duo duel. A 10.5 skull duo duel. So who do we want to do the duo duel? I'm thinking definitely tank with legs. Even though it's a heavy mech, it has 110 MRMs. And it has the armor that repairs itself. And since we're only going to have 2 mechs shooting at us, unless they have crazy pinpoint, we should be able to repair enough that it's worth as much as bringing an assault mech's worth of armor and structure should. Other than that, there's not going to be any tanks, and through armor damage is quite ineffective against mechs. So I'm not bringing Tank Buster. Ghastly's a heavy, I'm not going to bring that. The Lady Killer I don't think is one of our strongest mechs in its current form. I think it needs work. Or actually, did I work on it last episode? It's actually been several days since I last recorded, so I can't remember if we had rack and ammo, or if we're waiting on rack or ammo. Marauder 2C, it's okay. It's not great. It's okay. Static, if I had built it with the stealth armor like I was talking about whenever I built it, then it would be a viable choice. But I didn't, so it's not. So maybe we go with Hyper Sniper? I feel like the Vanquisher is not one of our strongest mechs anymore, but I think Hyper Sniper is. Because we've got the big pinpoint, but we also have the crazy crit potential of the Hyper Assault Gauss Rifles in combination with the MRMs shredding people open. So ideally, since it's actually going to be Tank with Legs first, then Hyper Sniper, since Tank with Legs is a heavy mech and your initiative is partially based on the tonnage of your mech. So we open up with 110 MRMs, and then we follow up with crazy crit potential. So I think that's the play, which actually means we're waiting for 13 days for Hyper Sniper to be available, so I think everything will be repaired by then.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
We have the Argo ready to upgrade again. And I know I was going for specifically the drop tonnage, but I don't think that's actually very relevant. Just because the limitations of the playthrough, we aren't often dropping that much metal because we can't. Just because the mechs we have are too valuable. So we can never really drop. But just in case it does come up at some point, I guess it's better to have it and not need it and all that. Oh, they're doing the competitive thing. Hold extra practice. Yeah, high spirits. Cool. And everything's done. Beautiful. So again, we're going straight away into the command center, straight to the duo duel. And it's against Comstar. And it's a 10.5 skull duo duel. There should be some really good stuff on the board. So I'm definitely going 2 priority picks here. And I think... Am I blind? Yes, I am blind. Okay, there's Tank with Legs. So we're dropping the Vanquisher, we're dropping Tank Buster. I mean, the Marauder does have the Dreadnought Gyro, which reduces the damage it takes, and it is highly accurate. It also has a tag. But, again, I think Hyper Sniper is just better since we can crit people out with it. So I think we're going to bring Hyper Sniper. I don't remember who I had in Hyper Sniper. I'm pretty sure it was somebody with Assassin, right? Or no, because Assassin only applies to the PPCs. The Gauss rifles are multiple shots, so Assassin would only apply to the first. So no, I think tracking is the play. Who was it though? Tex was the Marauder 2C. Glam was... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, nobody has proficiency of, high enough to get any kind of bonuses from piloting the King Crab. There's 3 there. 4 there. Yeah, we do not have any proficiencies on the King Crab. Yeah. Alright then. Yeah, I think more evasion ignore is better, just in case they do have some kind of crazy evasion build. And I definitely want Bandit. Sure, Glam sounds good. Why not? Let's see if I end up regretting it. Well, Loki and Glam. Let's go. Alright, hopefully I don't regret this.
Command interface initiated.
What do we have? Okay, that's a longbow. And what looks to be a giant cicada? What?
Let's get this over with so we can go swimming.
Fafnir. Okay. Okay, I'm actually happy to see the swarm. Even though that does mean we're gonna take damage regardless of our evasion.
Reporting.
Like, regardless of the spawn protection. It's fine. Because the more splashy their damage is, the better our repair actually is.
Commander?
So it was absolutely the right choice here to bring Tank with Legs. We cannot get in range of the heavy MRM yet, but we can get cover. Yeah, I think it'll be smart to break line of sight to the Fafnir and just focus down the longbow first.
Confirmed.
And since we started with spawn protection, that's an indicator that we don't have sensors this round. And correct, no sensors. So it's kind of fine that we can't fire the heavy MRMs. They would probably jam on us anyway. Oh, look, they have AMS. It's okay, though, because we have lots of missiles. Zero for...
Waiting for orders.
Okay. Their AMS is bad. Noted. Does that actually get us an extra evasion? Yes, it does. But not if we go in cover. You know what? That's fine. Extra evasion, good. Yeah, definitely going with hit chance here.
Firing everything I've got.
Ah, that's beautiful. Oh, and they're both stealth, which means a lot of their tonnage is used by
Yes, Commander.
not getting killed.
I understand.
And now we have sensors, so we have an amazing hit chance. So,
Target is confirmed.
that's a kill.
Tango down.
I was about to say that's an open mech. Okay. UAC 10, and looks like LRMs.
There's a hole in my armor.
Good to go.
Wait, there's a hole in your armor. No, there's not. You're still fine. Okay, engine has a fail chance now, so turn it off. Unobstructed line of sight. And yeah. Fire away.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, and we go vigilance. We walk for optimal hit chance and to stay in the forest. And he's gonna have a bad time. Not as bad of a time as I expected. Okay, that's not a UAC 10.
Hey, knock it off.
That's a UAC 20. I don't know why it only did 60 damage to our, to tank with legs. What? What? Okay. I definitely would not have stood out in the open if I had realized, but it's fine. It's just a leg that's open. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
And we do have initiative on him, in part because it's a heavy mech. And as I said,
Moving out.
initiative is partially dependent on the tonnage of your mech, so...
Yes, Commander.
Come on, open him. Not open. Ow. Okay. Okay.
Commander?
We don't get a shot. Oh dear. Yeah, we can't get a shot. That's not good.
Awaiting orders.
Can we kill here? Potentially. Potentially. Not with those hit chances, though. Okay, vigilance. Get back into the forest. And I want my right side towards him. If the UAC double taps me in the same location, I have something blow up. Okay, if it double taps me in the arm, I lose the arm.
As you wish.
But he has bulwark, which means he possibly has a dreadnought gyro, which I would love to get one.
Good to go.
And he's not shooting. We can get back into line of sight with Hyper Sniper. I know I've got an open leg facing him. That was an insufficient twist. I no longer have enough for vigilance. My hit chance is less than stellar. Oh boy. Oh boy. And he has 60% damage reduction since he didn't fire last turn. And we're fine. Everything's fine.
Waiting for orders.
I think we win now. I think we just win now. 4350. We cannot sprint because we do not have vigilance.
Got it.
We are still unsteady after moving, so we have to kill now. Okay, NSS destroyed.
critical hit, Commander.
And he actually gets first turn. But he is not going for our crab, which I'm very thankful for.
Not much armor
Whew.
left in location.
And, yeah, again, right side twist here. And I'm going for the kill shot. And this is it. Either we kill or... Oh no, it's an LB-20, not a UAC-20.
Scored a critical hit.
Commander?
And... yeah, I'm actually just going to stand and shoot this for the absolute highest accuracy, right? 43.937 versus 33.937. Yeah. Actually, I am going to twist. That's what I'm going to do. I want my right side towards him, so I am going to just stand and twist. And hopefully we get the kill. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Enemy down.
Yeah. I was never worried. Never worried at all. Alright, so quick half mil. Both... oh no, actually Glam must have resisted the injury. So I thought she got head hit too. And yeah. No component loss. I say that. Why is that? Did he actually destroy my upper hardened? That would be unfortunate. Alright, so Longbow Fafnir. ELRM 20s. 14 tons to do 4 damage per missile. But if you are firing past 900 to 1,000 meters, it does do increased damage up to 8 damage at 1320. But when are you ever at that range? Unless you're doing the, artillery cheese where you just stay out of sight across the map and plink them to death. I'm not gonna lie, I expected much better stuff. I'm actually very, very disappointed. I mean, I'll take the improved MRM. It's not as good as Apollo, but if we put an MRM on a mech that doesn't have Artemis... Actually, I think we have MRM on a mech that doesn't have Artemis. I think our Tank Buster has an MRM that doesn't have Artemis. So that's an upgrade to that. I mean... Rangefinder Double Plus is okay. Comm Suite Double Plus is okay. Really? I guess I'll take the Advanced AMS. That's so disappointing. I'm just gonna immediately sell the ELRMs. We already have a Stability Double Plus gyro sitting around. Basic sensors, okay. Alright, so we're paying $235,000 for repairs. So we only actually made like $200,000 and change. Okay. I'm mostly worried if we actually lost the upper hardened, that was not worth it at all. So we'll see. But for now, we still have plenty of mechs left. So let's drop straight away into another mission. And I think a recovery sounds fine. I mean, it's against Comstar. 9.5 skulls. Is against Comstar, 9.5 skulls. That should be some pretty good payout. We'll bring Tank Buster in case they have tanks. Vanquisher. Actually, can we just, bring everything? Can we? so we can bring another half skull. We are out of mech slots. Oh, and yes, the drop tonnage is actually a thing. Huh. Imagine that. Must be less than 650, huh? That upgrade that we have in the works will actually let us do that. So in 7 days, we'll be able to drop on that one.
Hey, Commander.
So let's drop on a lower rated one first. Capture base, battle, destroy base. I'm thinking assassinate. Assassinate against the pirates. Pirates sometimes have good stuff, but they also sometimes have trash. And that's 2.1 million that we'd be giving up for 3 priority picks. I'm going money. Actually, what's... Okay, that's less than 400,000 for 1 priority pick. That's the point where it gets... Whenever you're going up another step and it's not giving you another priority pick, that's where it's not worth it. So we'll go 2 priority picks. Alright. Tank Buster, in case they bring tanks. Vanquisher with Bo-Katan. Is she actually getting close? 11. You know, we really haven't dropped very many missions with our Assault Lance. It feels like so many more missions because we get wrecked so fast. Something like that. So we're getting 6.5. So we could bring an extra half skull. Then again, we're against pirates, so we need to look at heat, because pirates often bring heat. We have magnets, super overcooling. Beautiful. Lady Killer, super overcooling. And we haven't tested her since we modified her, have we? Huh. We'll give it a shot. The Marauder 2C, I think, runs a little hot. Right? No. Okay. And then Tank Buster runs cold because pretty much, yeah. The Chameleon LPS is the only thing that really generates heat in this build. The Orion overcools a little bit. The other Orion, because of the stealth, I don't think overcools that much. 20% additional heat is 16, plus another 15, so that's another 31. So it's right there, close to heat neutral. Plinker generates too much heat. Slinger generates too much heat. Our crazy SRM machine gun vulture generates too much heat, so just going with heat efficiency. And static is just barely heat neutral, right? Yeah. Although, all we'd have to do is turn off one PPC, and static would be able to cool down instantly, no matter how much heat damage they're taking. Do we have AMS already? That's a major consideration. AMS. 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 Yes. We have a single advanced AMS. We have a single advanced AMS. Okay, so we're definitely bringing something that has AMS. Bazooka has AMS. Ghastly does not. And the vultures were too hot. Okay. So that actually does not narrow things down. At all. Great. Yeah, they both bring an advanced AMS. They both bring an advanced AMS. Alpha Strike 240, Alpha Strike 225. They are very similar. So I think I am going to go with static because of the PPC sensor scramble. And also more armor plates. More armor plates is always better. Yeah. Something like that. Alright, now who did we have in what? I'm gonna go ahead and make a cut here, and yes. Alright, so we've got Yuki Onna back in the Tank Buster, we've got Bo-Katan back in the Vanquisher, MkIII back in Static, Helga is going to be piloting the Lady Killer, in part because she's reckless and lucky, and ex-military, so pretty good for rack build. We got Tex back in the Marauder 2C. It was really a toss-up between putting him in the Marauder 2C with the various random weapons and the magnet with the ATMs, but in the end, the main deciding factor was I would rather have Bandit on the ATMs, and I'd rather have Warlord Focus Fire on the pinpoint weapons. So that's why Exodus is in Magnet. And that's how we're going to drop. So here we go. Alright, and after some thought, I realized the reason that Tank with Legs only took 60 damage from the LB-20s was because it has the armor that reduces damage by 20% and cover that reduces the damage by 20%. So, that's why. Yes, I was kicking it around in the back of my head trying to figure it out. I figured it out. Okay, so we can drop over here just fine. There's our primary target. We can drop, like, right next to him. And it doesn't appear to have any support lances immediately around him, because I can drop almost a full 360 around him. So unless the support lance is standing right on top of him, he's off on his lonesome. But then over here, we appear to have a lance. And down here in this corner, we appear to have a lance. Yeah. There. And there. So I'm going to drop right next to this insurgent, and we're going to have a good time taking him apart. Just dropping in cover since we have no spawn protection. Might as well get our 40% damage reduction.
If I were planning an ambush, this is where I'd put it.
And also, I know I haven't said anything. I should have said it at the start of the episode, but this should be, I think, episode 3 that I've been recording with the new settings. Okay, stray shot for 29 damage. Seems to be like a light Gauss rifle or something. But anyway, this is the... I've been using the improved render settings for a couple days now, and if you see anything, like, weird, if you see blockiness, if you see tearing of the video, anything at all, leave it in the comments so I know to tweak the settings. I now understand where to look and what to change. So, that's beautiful. That is so beautiful.
Concentrate your fire and bring
Oh
it
yeah. Our Lady Killer is much, much better now. That was a single alpha strike. Almost tore off an arm, almost opened the center, opened the side torso, and got 2/3 of the way through the right torso. Oh, also chunked the legs pretty
Waiting
good.
for orders.
Oh, well then, this isn't gonna last
Pedal
long.
to the metal.
And again, since we did not start with spawn protection, we do start with sensors, so... Goodbye. Okay, no, just an arm.
Yeah, critical hit.
Not quite a kill yet.
On the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
I mean, all it is a vulture. A vulture Mark II. So... I'm much more interested in the other mechs, the supporting forces.
Legally obligated to inform you on pay per kill.
Which appear to have disappeared. One's there, one's by the evac point. So we have to go through them anyway. How do I get down? Looks like I can get down over here. Or possibly right here. Or over here. And I think over here is the better choice because it lets us extend towards the enemies while still maintaining high ground the longest. So it's going to take me a minute to walk around there, but I think that's the path.
Good to go.
I think that's how we're going.
Confirmed.
I really hope they brought better stuff, but I mean, on the bright side, we went for mostly money. So, even if there is nothing better than just a Vulture Mark II with light Gauss rifles, okay. I'm fine with it. Okay, so they have a rack as well. And based on the range, it's at most a rack 5, possibly a rack 2. I guess it was a Victor with Ace Pilot, maybe?
Good to go.
Oh hey look, it's Static doing static things. Look at that sensor range. Yeah, we built ourselves a good electronic warfare mech. Doesn't have the most damage, doesn't have the highest accuracy, but definitely good for the electronic warfare.
Hey, stay in the crossing. What's up, boss?
Even if we miss everything, we're still defending. Yeah, that's what I mean. It has to be at least a rack 5. I mean, at most a rack 5. So even a heavy rack 5, it's out of range. So I think rack 5s, like standard rack 5s, have longer range by a little bit. But it's most likely it was a rack 2.
Orders?
Which can still do damage, but I'm not too terribly worried about it.
Standing by.
Switch these to ER.
Confirmed.
Yeah, he's out of standard range, but
Locking in all weapons.
it's fine. Basically, LRMs.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, Marauder 2C can only fire half its weapons.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Apparently he's not sober enough.
Ready for orders.
How unfortunate. And Tank Buster cannot get to the ledge,
Acknowledge.
and thus cannot shoot. Unfortunate.
Give him everything you've got.
Okay, there's a Roughneck. I mean, I do not feel threatened in the least. I mean, yeah, some Roughnecks can bring some crazy stuff, but I don't feel threatened by this thing. It's a risk roughneck, so might have some good stuff in it. But, yeah. Just dismantle the stuff I can as I can. Slowly make our way around towards the evac point. Probably kill everything on the way. Maintaining high ground. There is, I believe, the ability to go down this, like, chasm here. That's a lamb Shadowhawk. I do not want that thing charging me. It needs to die first.
Systems holding.
So, in case you didn't know, charge does damage based on the number of hexes moved. Lambs are able to move a lot of hexes.
Going turbo.
So I need that thing to die. Oh, it's also stealth. Fun.
Special delivery.
Wow. Alright.
Systems recycling for another shot.
Alright, that's fine. I think our MRMs are going to be able to be in range.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Also, we don't have the accuracy bonus for being high ground against it. Oof.
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
I was really hoping the tag would hit.
Yeah, Commander.
Alright.
Move order received.
Let's get a move and shoot in.
Roger.
There we go. He's unsteady. He can't charge. Beautiful. Let's get Magnet as close as possible to use the highest damage ammo possible. Is 13.2% hit chance worth double the damage? I think it is. Beautiful. Alright.
Tango down.
Standing by.
That's a relief.
On my way. Double time.
And, I think we're gonna go... Ooh, that's a Battlemaster. A 1G. What does a 1... Is the 1G the one with Gauss rifles? I do not know. I forget, does Yuki Onna get an accuracy bonus whenever she uses offensive push? 83.5 versus 73.6 now. So I think just our commander then. Alright, I mean... Roughneck has a lot of ammo in him. I could always go for lucky crits.
What's up, boss?
Gauss rifle with armor-piercing ammo has a pretty high crit chance. Through armor, I mean. And yeah, Vanquisher not in range to shoot anything.
Okay.
That's
Going
fine.
Full throttle. Waiting on you, Commander.
Do we have the ability to shoot and move? I don't think so. I don't believe so. But I mean, we could just turn and shoot. I think we will.
Time to die. Order?
Sensors heavily impaired there.
On the move. Full speed.
And the Heavy Rack 5 Risk has longer range than the regular Heavy Rack 5. Huh. Max 540, max 648. Yeah, it has over 100 more range, or 100 meters more range. Pretty cool. Okay.
Ready for orders.
I think if it was two separate PPCs, they would have come out at the same time. I think the fact that they were staggered means that it's a PPC with twin link capacitator.
Aye, aye.
Which, I mean, considering how many other weapons he has, is probably a light PPC with twin link capacitator. Again, I'm not feeling threatened by any of these guys.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Like, so much so that I'm literally just gonna stand and shoot again.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to learn.
He's tagged! It's his turn. He's gonna run away.
Orders.
He's gonna run away and brace. I really wish I could get into MRM range. You know what? I'm just gonna keep shooting the roughneck, trying for through armor crit.
Receiving you.
Even though tandem is not very good against mechs, it is a way to get through armor crits pretty easily.
No
I think I've already
just
said that.
Got it.
And yeah, I'm just gonna fire indirectly here. Why not?
Aye, aye.
Rack 20 pirate crit. Rocket launcher 10 explosion. Incendiary rocket launchers destroyed. So yeah, it's a really good thing we're engaging this dude at super long range. Oh no, 40 damage. Yeah, I'm not... Like, yeah, Rack 20 Pirate can do damage if it's close. But as long as he's firing at extreme range, he has no hit chance. And he's just not doing anything.
What can I do for ya? Tell me what to shoot.
I know. Mobility, blah blah blah. Evasion, blah blah blah. We actually have so much defense from the high ground, and they're firing at such long range for the weapons they have. And no, the ballistics are not Gauss rifles, that's just a PPC he's firing.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Okay.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to learn.
I mean, hopefully this is more fun for you than it is for me.
Waiting for orders.
I'm sorry this is such a boring mission.
On my way. Double time.
I expected better. Hey, come on, pirates, what you doing?
Standing by. Confirmed.
Ooh, the roughneck has battle armor on him. Okay.
On it. I'm out of
So
LRM.
we definitely don't want to get anywhere close to the roughneck before, you know, we blow up everything involved there. Just everything needs to explode.
Acknowledge.
Vanquisher still doing nothing. Limited by range.
Yes, Commander.
So I'm even happier to be firing the tandem at the roughneck now, because if it does hit the battle armor should die. Just from one Gauss hit. I think 17 structure is enough. Okay, that was a lot of Gauss.
I'm
I
on the
mean,
clock. What do you want?
that's... What? I'm still not threatened by it, but... It's crazy.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Okay, so I think the plan... Ah! We're finally in range of their LRMs off to the side. An LRM-15, how scary. I don't know, maybe it's fun watching, waiting for me to eat my words, but... I mean, I saw an Orion over there. Marauder 2. Okay, that could be slightly dangerous.
I hear ya.
I guess I'll start moving now.
Here we go.
Ready for orders.
Change that to standard. And out of range of everything all the time. Beautiful.
Let's move.
And also out of range of the EWS ping.
Ready for orders.
That's fine.
Understood. Moving fast.
Yeah, just gotta reposition real quick. But I can keep shooting the Gauss rifles while I reposition. Last through armor shots, and they exposed armor. I mean, they exposed structure. So, I probably would have done more damage more effectively if I had just been firing regular ammo, but it's whatever. It's fine. So the battle armor is reserving, of course, because they're out of range of anything. That kind of seemed like a Hyper Assault Gauss, but it also could have just been AP Gauss rifles. I didn't pay enough attention to how much damage it was doing. So, AMS is holding. Beautiful.
Good to go. Uh-huh.
Battlemaster. As long as we keep hitting the Battlemaster with the PPCs, he's never going to hit us. I say that as he hits us. But it's a light PPC. His other weapons must be short range. Ooh, the Lady Killer can take a shot with only the heavy rack 5 risk. Okay. That's fine.
Full speed. No target.
Still better than doing nothing.
Yes, Commander.
Still better than doing nothing. Vanquisher. Ooh, Vanquisher could finally take a shot. That's a dead Battlemaster. That's a dead Battlemaster.
On it.
He's already open. MRM 45. I believe. Okay, grouping was terrible.
Think I hit something.
Only like the last 3 missiles
Waiting
hit
for
structure. It's fine.
On it.
And yeah, back to Gaussing the Roughneck.
On it.
Again, if the battle armor... Yeah, if the battle armor soaks a shot from a Gauss rifle, it just dies.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Tunnel Rat, huh? Yeah. One of the Gauss rifle hits hit the battle armor. That's why there's one down.
Alright, let's get down to it.
I mean... That's a lot of hit chance. Almost 30% hit chance. Yeah. Beautiful.
I'm legally obligated to inform you unpaid per kill.
So he had a lot of tandem.
Receiving you.
It's a good thing he didn't get close. And we can just barely get in range. Unless... Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. Sprinting for 3 and cover. Positioning so that only the people we can shoot us back. And they are both the exact same. Orion 1Es. I wonder what they're carrying. Alright, I guess I just pick one. That one.
All weapons. Go.
Okay. Oh no, the battle armor's crawling towards us. Okay, Apollo has some 17 damage through cover. I mean, it sounded like heavy lasers, but maybe it was like damage fall off. Yeah, it was probably the medium lasers with the extended range but damage fall off. Okay, I did not realize I had extended so far past my AMS. That's not good.
Copy that.
Yeah, extending past your AMS is a bad thing. Especially when you know they're already shooting missiles at you. Okay.
I'm on the clock.
So apparently he has a large laser. You know what? I might as well. Just focus the little guys down.
Sober enough to line this up.
There's half of them down.
Well, who needed...
Waiting on you, Commander. Don't need to tell me twice. Roger that. Firing on target.
There's another one down. One left.
Another hit like that. Commander?
Yeah, I'll just push.
Roger. Full speed.
Again, trying to get my AMS closer. Try to intercept as many missiles as possible.
Orders.
Go ahead and turn off the cockpit hot seat just to not generate the extra heat since we're getting hit by fire. And we are too hot to be able to get much of anything when it comes to evasion. How unfortunate.
Aye, aye.
Actually going to go ahead and vigilance here to reduce the return fire damage. And shoot the same one again.
Targeting for an output strike.
Alright.
What's up, boss?
And now that the battle armor is down to a single unit, I think I'm going to use static to finish it off.
Roger that.
And start shooting the Marauder 2. I mean... Okay. Once I get to those guys, they are so dead.
Damage is minor, Commander.
18, huh? What has 18 shots? Is that just the range difference there? I think that's just the range difference. I'm gonna definitely go with hit chance here. I'm absolutely going with hit chance.
Firing all weapons.
I mean, Apollos can bring some decent weapons. Plus, you know, medium mech. Should be pretty easy to destroy. Okay. Based on the range that they started firing that at, I think that's an AC-20. I think these guys are carrying AC-20s. Just, again, based on the range that they started firing at. Yeah, let's go ahead and start pushing down.
Speed, no shooting. Got it.
I'm beginning to think that standing and shooting for a couple turns was a mistake instead of working on repositioning. Now that our, advanced team is pushed beyond our AMS, and our Novas aren't exactly helping a lot right now. Okay, I saw a chance to shoot the Apollo right there. Beautiful.
Let's move.
This might hurt a little,
Affirmative.
or it might miss a lot. Okay, no. Just an AC-10. I don't think the Lady Killer has damage reduction built into it.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
I'm not worried about an AC-10.
Let's Let's make some bad decisions and hide.
I mean, if it was a couple AC-10s, maybe? I mean, we're slowly tickling the Marauder to death.
Standing by.
Okay, Vanquisher's in range of everything. Get just about a perfect hit chance and kill the Apollo. So X pulses, proto double heat sinks. Okay.
Tango down.
He was the source of the Hydra.
Commander.
So we got a push down the hill towards the Marauder 2 and the single battle armor unit.
Affirmative.
I keep just hoping that one of these Gauss shots is going to hit him in the head, instantly take him down and give us some good salvage or something. Because right now, as it stands, I think we just take mech parts and scrap them.
Reporting major.
What can I
And
do
just
for you?
hope that we get the 400,000 C-bills that we paid for the extra priority pick. Which shouldn't be terribly hard.
Uh-huh. That
Like,
was
I
amazing.
think the Vulture Mark II part alone will be several 100,000 C-bills. I hope. Maybe I should have just gone full money. I don't know.
What's up, boss?
I was really expecting more opposition here. Alright, Lady Killer. More DACA. Refire +6. Excuse me? Wait. The Heavy Rack 5 is the one that has 1 recoil per shot. The Heavy Rack 5 Risk has 2 recoil per shot. Why does the regular Heavy Rack 5 have a refire penalty, but not the Heavy Rack 5 Risk? Oh, I got them backwards. Okay. Alright,
Engaging with
go with accuracy then. Still enough to knock him unsteady and do some pretty good damage.
Standing by.
And here comes the
On my
Vanquisher.
way. Double time.
Boom.
Got it.
Is that a boom? That's a little bit of a boom. Yep, that's a boom. Goodbye.
Alcohol removed.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions and hide.
So it says 75%, 75%, but they have 2 units and a battle armor. Does that mean the battle armor doesn't count? Yeah, I'll go with hit chance.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up. Yellow Ram ammo is
Orders.
And that's unobstructed line of sight, bringing the MRM online.
Firing a full salvo.
And he's open. Not down yet.
Scored a critical hit.
Not quite down.
I'm gonna need a medic.
I mean,
Standing by.
okay.
Understood. Moving
Not
fast.
super concerned about it. We have plenty of meat,
Firing all.
and I do mean plenty. We also have a lot of people that have been training in the simulators that haven't even dropped yet.
Good to go.
Might be fun to bring them on a mission or two.
Double time.
Just a couple rookie runs.
Special delivery.
Alright, AC-10 down, large
Right,
laser
you-
down.
You'll take it and like it.
All he has left is another AC-10 and a medium laser.
time. Let's go.
And we still have the refire penalty.
Locking on.
We'll just go 4. 4 should be fine. LB10 crit
Scored a
and a knockdown. Easy peasy. Of course, all it takes is one AC-10 shot to the cockpit to make things go a little awry.
Commander. Copy that.
And the Vanquisher for the kill. Goodbye.
Copy that.
Scratch another target.
Alright. So, I'm curious, if we just kill the Marauder too,
Eliminated.
do we go home without the battle armor having to die? Because I really don't want battle armor pieces in my loot table. That would be going up a way. Okay, we can bring our...
Let's make some
Even though it's obstructed line of sight, we can bring all of our weapons online now. So, beautiful.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
And he's open even more. And... yeah, let's kick on the cockpit hot seat and see if we can get into range. No, because all we have left is high explosive missiles. And EWS ping, also not in range.
good to go.
I mean, is there a way I can get unobstructed line of sight? No? Okay.
On the move.
Very well then.
Targeting for an alpha.
Still a kill. Yeah, not much left to him.
Hostile eliminated.
So, yes, we do go home without killing the battle armor. So,
Successful.
battle armor doesn't count, which means it's not going to be on the loot table. And with the battle armor not on the loot table, maybe we can get some good random salvage? What? Okay. You're gonna take some junk and put 10 Risk Hyper Assault Gauss Rifles, Claws, AMS Mark IIs into the loot table? I will absolutely accept that. Ooh, baby. AMS Mark IIs, we already have 2 sitting around, so I won't take those. Hyper Assault Gauss Risk. It does fall off to 75%, so it's a short-range weapon. But, if I remember correctly, this is like a Hyper Assault rack. Has a recoil of 1 per shot. And it can do up to 360 damage as long as you're within optimal range. So if you could put it on a mech that gets within 360 pretty quickly, that does a lot of damage. Of course, it also weighs 19 tons. So I don't know about grabbing a pair of them. Integrated laser AMS, I'm not a fan because it takes your armor slot. Clan laser AMS, okay. Clan rack 2, yeah. AR-12 sheath beacon, that's interesting. Claws, also kind of interesting. But we already have the Viro Claws, so we don't need them. Composite, Endosteel. Pirate Engine is kind of interesting because it does reduce the weight factor a little bit, and it has a built-in supercharger. It's just slightly worse than a regular supercharger. I think it can only stack with Mask. I don't think it can stack with another supercharger. I could be wrong. But I know it also stacks with Hot Seat Cockpit. Which is kind of interesting. I want to know I just want to know if it stacks with Supercharger Mask. What it stacks with, what it doesn't. Okay, so these pirates had some good stuff. Just not much of it. But I definitely want the Hyper Assault Gauss Risk. I want one. And there's lamb stuff, double heatsink kit, protos, okay. Slick Sweets, cool. We already have one sitting around we're not using. Tossing Slick Sweets in like everyone would be good. 5-ton Vibrasword, not interested. The handheld weapons are okay, up until you get to like 8, 9, 10 tons. Then the Hyper Gauss ammo, we already have 4 bins sitting around, which should be plenty. I think. Actually, if we're firing times 6, that would be 2 shots per bin. Well, that would be... We have 8 Alpha Strikes, and we might get one randomly, which would be ideal. 10 strikes, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Pirate Engine, Hyper Assault Gauss. We also got a medium laser, we'll add it to the pile. Basic cockpit can go. Tracker sensors, we'll add it to the pile. We got Rack 2 caseless ammo. I don't think I'm ever going to use a Rack 2. They are really good for stability damage at long range. But, I mean, yeah. They don't do enough damage, like raw damage, to tear through armor and stuff for me to be comfortable dedicating the tonnage required for a Rack 2. Alright, so we actually took 181,000 C-bills worth of damage, somehow. It didn't really feel like we were taking damage, so I don't know where that all came from. I guess a little bit of splash all across everyone. So we'll arrange it Vanquisher first. Actually, no, Hyper Sniper first. I want to see... Because if we can modify Hyper Sniper to use the rotary... Then again, it's not a very fast mech, so maybe it would not be the best. Actually, maybe Magnet would be best. I'm gonna wait the 3 days. Zorla Spicy. The trial is over and you have proven yourself in the ways of the clans. Darius approaches. Commander, do you wish to enact your rights to claim your opponent as a bondsman? Sure. You look your former opponent in the eyes. You fought valiantly, and I now claim you as my bondsman. You will wear this bond cord until you have sufficiently demonstrated all 3 virtues. Blah 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 blah. Okay. No lasting consequences. So we didn't get a pilot. Okay. That. Whatever. It's fine. 2 more days on Magnet. Alright, so... I know we literally just rebuilt the Kingfisher to be an ATM mech. But... I wasn't super happy with its performance. But then again, no. See, I was thinking it has the cockpit hot seat. Put Pirate Engine with cockpit hot seat, run to front, use rotary Gauss rifle. But no, that's right. He has it's an Omni that can only have a stock engine. Do we have another cockpit hot seat? Actually, I could just hover to see. No, we do not. So we're gonna actually drop that and just put a Slick Suite in. Equipment, cockpits. Where is Slick Suite? There we go. Alright.
Right.
So we need to find a non-Omni mech. Like a king crab. Put the... So we don't want to put it in Tank Buster, because then we wouldn't be able to use the armor piercing anymore. So we're going to leave Tank Buster as is, but we can put engine into... Alright. And we can't put the Pirate Engine into Vultures because they're Omni-Mechs. So I guess, yeah. I guess we're waiting for Hyper Sniper to be ready. 8, 7.
Hey, boss. We've just completed
Cool.
those upgrades.
So we now have the tonnage to drop on that mission. I mean... Morale and tech points. Morale and tech points. Morale and tech points. No. And no. 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 Yes. Okay. Upgraded lounge it is. 2 morale for now, 2 morale and a tech point later. Cool. Is there anyone we want to rebuild a little bit?
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
Is there any... Is this an Omni? Yes, it is an Omni. I was going to say, cockpit hot seat, pirate engine, 400 core on the Dire Star could potentially have been very fun, but no. However, wait a second, what am I doing? What am I doing? We have a lady killer. Ah, autocannons. So it would not benefit from that. But I think the Kuroshi is just ballistics. Accurate weapon, ballistics. And it is not an Omni. So, 400 core. Pirate engine. We would have to actually have an ultralight gyro to potentially be able to run a supercharger with it. Do we even have a supercharger? What's it under? Do we have an ultralight gyro that we can experiment with? Yes, we do. Ultralight gyro. Can we put a supercharger with the pirate engine? We can. Oh boy. If it had hands. So, the thought that I just had until I realized it didn't have hands was cockpit hot seat, right? Cockpit hot seat, supercharger, pirate engine, vibroclaws, have the rotary Gauss rifle in the side torso so it could melee and fire the rotary Gauss rifle point blank. That would have been beautiful. That would have been absolutely beautiful. Where is this thing? Hyper Assault Gauss Risk. That would have been so beautiful. I mean, obviously we would have had to put structure and armor and blah 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 blah. Oh, it has a minimum range of 90. That's unfortunate. So it would be super inaccurate firing into melee. But it would give us something to shoot on the way, and we could melee every turn it was down. And then a Hyper Assault 20 in the other. Would that actually be would that actually be a thing? That's the crazy expensive armor. And then wow, okay. That's a lot of tonnage. So yeah, that wouldn't be possible. And then yeah, 5 tons for ammo. %60 jam chance if you're firing it ×6. Yeah. Yeah. I want to put it in a melee build. That way we have something to do whenever it's jammed. But this is totally a thing we could do. Put on a combat shield. Because with the Vibro Claws, so we have the Vibro Claws, which are punch. It's extra punch hits, extra punch damage, extra punch attack stability damage. Actually, wait. That's not a percentage. That's just a flat modifier to punch attack damage. That's not actually that great. On an assault mech. On a heavy mech, on the other hand, that would be great. Then again, assault mech will have a lot more armor and stuff. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Oh, Archer's actually 70. I don't know why I thought Archer was a medium mech. I mean, it's the lower side of heavy mechs, but... Oh, and it's Athena. So it's actually the hero mech for Archers. Okay. Alright. And then the Orion... Yeah. Nothing fancy. Awesome. Stalker. Battlemaster. I was holding onto the Battlemaster, potentially to use as a melee mech. And then the Highlander. Bye. 343,000. Hello. Cyclops. Zeus Slingshot Gauss Rifle. Is that the AoE Gauss Rifle? It says, although doing slightly less damage, it has a much larger effective range. Or is that just literally a lower damage Gauss Rifle with higher range? Is that what that means? I don't know. But we have 2 Cyclops parts out of the 3 we need to build one, so cool. Longbow, don't care. 186,000. Fafnir, don't care. 157,000. So yeah, we definitely got our C-bills worth. Archangel is an Omni. Oh yeah, heavy PPC is what we're holding onto that for. And the Annie... what were we holding on to the Annie for? Oh yeah, Clan Rack 5. Okay. Yes. I don't know. I do want to build a melee mech. I want the 30 million so we can build the Dire Star. I want to build a melee mech. I want to build the Kuroshi into something. But that Rack Gauss Rifle just sounds so fun. So, I don't really want to rebuild anything yet. I think I'm just going to wait for Hyper Sniper.
That work order you submitted?
And Mech Bay. And it did get crit, and so did the Black Knight. This one was just a lower leg. So let's see, Hyper Assault 40, no recoil. Does 200 damage. Hyper Assault Risk does up to 360 damage. Weighs 3 extra tons. But also has jam chance, also has recoil. I think the Hyper Assault 40 is just better. Damage, fall off, recoil, yeah. The Hyper Assault 40 is just better. In every way. Alright. Well, with that settled, I think we are going to save the Hyper Assault risk for a melee mech. We're going to build ourselves a melee mech that just has the Hyper Assault Gauss in the side torso. The rotary Hyper Assault Gauss. Oh, I still do need to repair the leg. Repair, validate, confirm.
On it.
And then, what is wrong with tank with legs? Please tell me it wasn't actually the upper hardened. It was the upper hardened. It got destroyed. So sad. So sad, but we apparently have another one. Indeed we do. I mean, honestly, the Apollo MRM ammo is actually easier to replace than the Battle Computer Heat, Battle Computer Artemis, and Heavy MRMs. So I think the left side would actually be the side I prefer to point towards enemies. In any case, that'll take 1 day to fix, and we're down in upper hardened.
Logged and noted.
So,
Wouldn't be too hard.
yeah, in short, the duel was not worth it. But, looking at the time, I am getting close to running out of time. I don't have enough time to play another mission today. But I feel like the duel, so we played 1.5 missions. Hopefully tomorrow will be a lot more interesting when we drop on the... What was it? 9.5 skull recovery against Comstar. So look forward to that tomorrow. That will be fun. In any case, that has been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.